Hey, up next on the MARR Rock Show, making their first appearance on the Rock Show, we've got Boston band Leaving Eden, and they've got an album called Descending that was released out on October 19th. Leaving Eden, welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi! How are you, Rocky?
I'm doing wonderful, and I'm excited to talk to you guys tonight. So, as I mentioned, it's your first appearance on the show, so for folks that don't know the band so well, give me a little history of the band, a brief bio, if you will.
Oh, really? There's so much, but this is Eve, vocals for Leaving Eden. We have Eric here, he's guitar.
How you doing?
And vocals. Alyssa, keys. Hi. Hi, Alyssa. And we got Jake here.
Going on, Rocky?
Hey.
And he's drums. David, unfortunately, isn't here, but he's here in spirit. And we are Leaving Eden. And, quick, I don't even know, it's hard. Our motto is play anywhere, anyhow, anytime, and just do it and rock it out everywhere we go.
And we've been around the block, so we've been touring. We toured and we tour overseas in 47 of the states in the USA and in Canada. We play with a lot of great bands like Disturbed, Shinedown, Alice in Chains, Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, and the list goes on and on and on. Really had a lot of fun doing it too. And this is our sixth album, actually.
Descending, yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Descending. I know I looked up some of your past albums. I know you worked with some great production and Johnny Kaye in the past and all that kind of stuff. So tell us a little bit about this record. Who did the production on this one and where you recorded it?
Yes. Well, we recorded it right here at Leaving Eden Studio. And so it really, primarily for the time factor, we could take our time. And, when you go into the studio, I love recording with Johnny Kaye. He's a good friend of ours. And, you have so much time, that you have to get in and out. And this one we wanted to really take our time with and do all the production things that we wanted to do. And then I did like a decent pre-mix and everything, and then sent it out to Bob St. John for the final mix and mastering. And he's a Grammy Award-winning dude. He's done, what impressed me really with him was he did Duran Duran. And, when I was a kid, I didn't really like that kind of music, But then listening to the production later, I'm like, this is really good, And then he did that. He did Extreme. He did Steven Tyler and a bunch of stuff like that. So I think the team together, working on this was a really great situation. And I got to say, a friend of mine, he was referred to me by Gerg Anadam. So that's how that led to that.
So wonderful job on the release. Now it looks like there's a DVD that's come out to go along with it. So why don't you tell me a little bit about the DVD that's out there?
DVD was just something that we felt that let people know us a little bit better, and just to give a little bit of our history and where we've been and where we're going. It's got our Out of the Ashes, right? Songs on there, some concert footage, some songs from our other albums.
That was actually a concert we played with Bret Michaels, actually, and that was cool. We had a lot of fun that day, too.
So is it kind of like a documentary, the bands, for folks that are interested in picking that up? Is it all is it concert footage or is it interviews? What else is on the DVD?
It's both. It's interviews and some concert footage, some pictures.
It's the full songs too, so yeah. It's a concert primarily, and it's a rockumentary. So there's, like she said, interviews and everything like that. So yeah, you can get a good taste of the music for sure.
So I noticed the record has a full 16 songs. I was kind of blown away with that. And a lot of bands these days will put out a single or an EP. Talk about the decision to release a full length record like that.
Right? It just kind of happened. So Eric is the primary. He writes the songs, and he wakes up in the middle of the night and he'll just start recording stuff, and it just happened. And then one day he got a new acoustic, and he was like, "Oh, I need to try it out." And yeah, and there you go. There was another song. So we said, "Why not? Just throw them all out there. Why keep them in the hat for the next time? Because we're always writing and creating, and so figured why not, right?" I said that like 8 times.
Yeah. Well, hey, 8 times, it's one once for each song almost, and then some on the album. Man, 16 songs. I was really impressed with that, and I think it's a gutsy decision to put them out there. I think your fans are going to appreciate having all that many tunes on one record. So,
yeah, and what's cool too is you've got some heavier, I don't know, hard rock. They wanted to put us in, hardcore metal category, and I don't understand that, because I like all music. I mean, there's some mellow tracks, acoustic stuff on there, because we like all music, so we figured let's put it up there.
Now, I was watching a video today of the song. One of the songs I really like a lot is "Skies of Gray." I'm guessing the video might be from the DVD. It had looked like you were opening up for Pop Evil maybe during the video on that shoot. And
yep.
Tell me a little bit about the "Skies of Gray" tune. I like that one.
Okay, that song is on last album, Out of the Ashes, and that was it was written a while ago. We decided to release it. And that was recorded with Johnny K, actually, and we had a blast doing it. It's got a lot of energy.
The lyrics to me on that song are I say in there, don't come out just to judge me. It's because music is so personal that, it's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to be what you want to hear, but it might be what you need to hear.
Right, and the skies aren't always blue, so, you might as well sail through skies of gray, because you get what you get, right? But you got to keep rolling.
Yeah, man, it's a cool tune, and the video came out real nicely on that one for you guys as well, so congratulations on that. Hey, so let's talk about live music, man. It looks like you just wrapped up a couple dates with Bobaflex, maybe, and got a couple more shows in 2018 left, do you?
Oh, yes. We have bookings all the way into, I think, October of next year.
Oh, wow.
So that's cool, and we just came back from touring, too. We were down the East Coast, went all the way down to Florida, and down as south as Hollywood, Florida, I think we went, right? Yes.
Yeah, right, a little north of Miami.
And I'll tell you, sitting there pouring bottles of water on my head and getting sunburned on the stage, and then coming back here to a hurricane almost, pretty much, freezing rain. Pretty ridiculous, but that's New England. That's New England for you.
Now, are you able to share much about next year? You said you were through October. Do you? And I know you may not be able to share. Are you able to say who you're going out with next summer? Is that still just still in the works, as they say?
That's still all in the works right now. But the second that we know, we're working with our management team on getting some new tours. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff up in the air at the moment, so we'll see. It's always an adventure. Music is an adventure, right?
Absolutely. Now, hey, when you look at the record Descending, and I mentioned it's been out since October, so you've had a good month or so now. Has there been one tune that seems to be emerging as a fan favorite off the record?
That's a good question. I think the Days one is definitely doing really well on the radio right now. We got Jailbreak. We recorded Jailbreak for a movie, and it ended up not working out, basically, for the movie. They ended up taking our songs Out of the Ashes off of our Out of the Ashes album for the movie. So, we had the license for it, so we released it on this album, which is cool. It was actually released as a single, and then we put it on the album. And that's really cool, because that's Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy, and that's our own interpretation of the song. We got Eve belting out the vocals on there, which I think is really cool and different. Passion and Pain is also a kind of heavier song that people really like. We wrote another song for a movie. It's called Dark Romance, and I think that's a very cool song. It's really produced well. My
favorite, though, I have a hard time picking, and I hope I get the titles right, because I always the members of the band have a different title for the song. But the song "Shallow Waters" is one of my favorites. It's just a really dark song. I don't know. It just resonates with me. And then, what is the other one?
Also, with that Shallow Waters, that's where the title for the album came from, Descending, because it says descending in the chorus a lot.
Well, that's what I call the song.
Right, right. And that song, that was one of the ones that, I was sleeping, and I heard this high voice, like, doing this, na, 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 na. And it was like all the music, everything was there, and all I had to do was just get up and just put it down,
Now,
That's definitely a special song.
Now, when you guys put out an album, has there ever been, like, even in your career, like, just a song that just caught on that when you wrote it, you just didn't, you didn't think of it? I always have a hard time putting myself in the band's place. You have these, in this case, 16 songs, and I'm sure you guys had one in your mind. You thought this is probably going to be their one. Has there been in your guys' career a song that just caught you guys off guard that was a bigger hit than you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, the song 50 Bullets, which is on, which CD is that on? That's Between Heaven and Hell.
It was remade too, on Bang Bang, I think.
Oh yeah, Bang Bang. Yeah. That song, a lot of people request that song, and I would have never, it's very catchy. And the message in the song is pretty cool. I can't think of the words right now, and if I could, I would sing for you, but I just can't.
Well, it's that time of year I ask a question that some people like to make resolutions, some don't, but I only do it the 1 month of the year when I'm doing interviews. So if you were going to make a resolution for 2019 as a band, and you can be individual, what would your resolution be for 2019?
Oh my God, that's a great question. As a band, tour more, get out there and meet people. I think I always want to do that, though. What about you, Eric?
No, it's always about playing live, man, because, you can look online all day, at things, but you're never going to get that really feeling of sharing the energy of a live show. So, definitely. What about you, Jake?
I would say next year would be improvement for us, as we have a lot of new band members besides just Eric and Eve. So I've only been here for a few months, and there's a lot of room for improvement, I would say. That'll be my resolution.
Well, hey, man, I've had a good time talking to you guys. The band is Leaving Eden. They're from Boston, Massachusetts. Their album, Descending, was released on October 19th. You can pick that up on all your favorite digital outlets. And before I let you go, where do you want folks to go to find your music and learn more about you guys?
You can go to leavingeden.com, and all the links are there for everything you can possibly imagine, like Facebook and Spotify and YouTube. Merchandise, all that stuff, tour dates.
So that's leavingeden.com. You can get all the merch, all the tour dates, everything you want to know about Leaving Eden. Hey, man, I've had a good time talking to you guys. Thanks so much for being here on The Rock Show tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rocky.